Hello, this is to Angela Glaze Bell, and my current trends in elementary education research presentation will be on implementing strategies to encourage student participation, the correlation of student participation and star reading test scores. Identified problem. Students in the fifth grade at South Highlands Middle School have lower standardized test scores than students in other grade levels. I have observed a lack of student participation in my grade level. However, I believe if strategies proven to encourage student participation were implemented, fifth grade standardized star reading test scores will improve. Star reading data from the fall 2022-2023 school year. The data table provided below shows the number of students that scored either proficiency or non proficiency in reading at each grade level, fifth grade through eighth grade at South Highlands Middle School. This data comes from the Renaissance Star Reports of South Highlands. The data shows that there is a notable decrease in the students' proficiency level in the fifth grade. According to the chart, there are 28 students in fifth grade that are proficient in reading and 61 students that are non proficient in reading. Fifth grade reading proficiency levels. The word proficiency will be used multiple times in this research presentation, so I would like to take some time to just explain the proficiency level for our district in fifth grade. Any student in fifth grade that scores below a 1027 on the Reading STAR test is considered non proficient. Any student that scores at or above a 1027 is considered proficient and on grade level. Background investigation. Among the many factors influencing student achievement, one that has gained significant attention is student participation. Active engagement in the learning process has long been recognized as a catalyst for academic growth and success. The act of involving students in their own learning journey is considered a cornerstone of effective teaching and learning practices. According to Presidia, Social and Behavior Science, Volume 51, 2012, students are urged by teachers to participate actively in class. However, many of them are still hesitant to speak up for multiple reasons. Implementing classroom strategies that encourage student participation will improve student test scores. Based on the data collected from an undergraduate health science retrospective study, participation strategies, and student performance in general, pupils with 100% participation score 6% higher than those with less than 100% participation. Action plan, sampling method and description. The research plan involves creating 5 classes of fifth grade students at South Highlands Middle School. All classes will be selected by random sampling to be taught using different classroom strategies that encourage student participation. The sampling techniques were chosen from research based studies proven to increase student participation. Instrumentation. By implementing class practices such as teaching strategies that encourage student participation, it is anticipated that students' STAR reading test scores will improve significantly compared to their fall baseline tests. This will be achieved by having each of the 5 fifth grade classes be taught fifth grade Alabama reading standards by using strategies such as scaffolding, peer collaboration, use of tools and resources, ZPD analysis, and cultural and contextual considerations by all teachers. Action plan continued. Collaborative efforts and procedures. With the population of fifth graders at South Highlands Middle School trending more towards non proficient students on the STAR reading test than proficient, it will be essential to examine the link between what strategies are being used to teach the students. The plan for this study is to compare the fall STAR reading scores of fifth graders with their scores from the winter and spring tests. South Highlands Middle School has 5 groups of fifth graders who are typically taught by the same reading teacher using the same strategies for all classes. This study will instead provide each fifth grade group with a specific strategic strategy that's proven to encourage student participation. All students will then be assessed at or around the same time to ensure the connection between teaching practices and proficiency levels on the STAR reading test. The teachers will plan with reading coaches and academic support staff to ensure that strategies are being implemented. Action plan continued. Internal and external validity. The STAR reading test will be administered. This will be the instrument used for data collection and is extremely reliable source of measurement. In order to determine the competency level of children in grades 1 through 12, the STAR test is frequently utilized in the U.S. It is also a key tool in South Highlands Middle School response to intervention RTI placement. With the exception of absent students, the STAR evaluation will be administered to all students on the same day in order to minimize varying extraneous factors from student to student. Ethical considerations. Confidentiality. Plan for protection of human subjects. In order to protect the identity and privacy of all students, the participants will be assigned a random number 1 through 20 based on which class group they are designated, and class groups will be coded ELA 501 through ELA 505, so no identity will be linked to the results. Although this research involves little to no risk to the participants, informed consent will be obtained from parents and guardians due to the fact that the research subjects are minors. Special population. The study population will be the fifth grade students at South Highlands. South Highlands Middle School consists of 4 grade levels, ranging from fifth grade to eighth grade. The fifth grade will be the only grade level in this study due to them having the lowest test scores. Sampling. There are 89 fifth graders at South Highlands Middle School. They will be randomly grouped into 5 classes. 4 classes, which will be ELA 501 to ELA 504, will have 18 students, and 1 class will have 17 students, which will be ELA 505. The sampling technique is convenient sampling. For the purpose of this study, the focus is the effects of the implementing the teaching strategies and not particularly the population grouping. Mixed ability grouping is preferred and encouraged for a more comprehensive and accurate analysis of the effectiveness of the teaching strategies. Presentation of results. These are the results broken down by the teaching strategy used. ELA 501 was scaffolding strategy. 10 students were proficient by spring, 7 students were non proficient. ELA 502 was peer collaboration. 14 students were proficient and 5 students were non proficient. ELA 503, use of tools and resources strategy. 8 students were proficient and 10 were non proficient. ELA 504, Zone of Proximal Development Analysis. That group had 12 students who scored proficient and 6 students that still scored non proficient. The last group is ELA 505, Cultural and Contextual Considerations. Had 11 students score proficient and 6 students non proficient. Based off the results, 28 students were proficient in fall, 36 students were proficient by winter, and 55 students in fifth grade were proficient by spring. Reflection. Teachers who implement classroom strategies that encourage student participation can have a significant positive impact on student achievement. It could be argued that the level of student participation is related to the teaching practices provided by the teacher. The lesson must be interactive, require rigor based on the web DOK, and be relatable to the student in order for the student to be engaged and more willing to participate in class discussions. Student and teacher attendance could possibly interfere with improving student achievement. Firstly, student attendance is essential as it directly impacts their learning experience. When students are absent, they miss out on valuable instruction and classroom discussions, leading to gaps in their understanding of the subject matter. This can hinder their overall academic progress and achievement. Similarly, teacher attendance is vital for creating a conducive learning environment. Teachers providing guidance, support, and knowledge necessary for student success. When teachers are absent, students may not receive the same level of instruction or engagement in the classroom. This can result in a lack of motivation among students and a decline in their academic performance. References. Below is a list of references that I use for this research presentation.